course, got our 2-burner cooktop. Works great. I tried it out last weekend. You will need a lighter source for it. It doesn't have the clicker, so you have to turn the gas on, turn it to light, and then manually light it. What do they call those things? A piezoelectric lighter? Can't remember. Here's a furnace. The furnace is controlled here at the thermostat. Right now it's in off, but all you'd have to do is just click it to on, and then you can adjust your temperature. And as long as, yep, fan just came on. You want to burn down the battery, or run down the battery though. But anyway, as long as the gas is turned on, it's all auto ignite. It'll ignite, and you can set the desired temperature. And let me tell you, it was cold last weekend, and it got down to about 25, and I had to turn this thing down. It was burning me out. Okay, so right next to this, right next to the thermostat, is the hot water heater control panel. All you'll do is, if you remember right, I turned the switch off outside. If you don't turn that switch off, even if you don't keep that switch off, it will try to continuously ignite. So I turned that off. But when you want hot water, it's great. So you just turn it on here, and then you can adjust your temperature up or down. I kept it about 110, I think, and it worked fantastic. Like I said, that on-demand water heater is fantastic. Instant hot water, pretty cool. All right, what else we got here? Here's that pass-through cabinet I was talking about. So that's the outside door we had open earlier. You can see the electrical cord and water hose. And I got a drain hose for the sink, if I'm ever in that situation. All right, and then down here, this is our solar panel control. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's indicating 12.6 volts. So the solar panel is actually charging the battery now. You can, I actually haven't messed with this too much yet, but you can actually add other solar panels if you wanted to do so. And what's cool about this camper is you can have, I got the what's called the Badland Edition, which includes a solar panel, a Thule roof rack, and a battery tray. So you can have up to 3 batteries in this camper. And if we look down here, that's where the battery is located. You have room for another battery. Here's the freshwater tank drain. And then this is a bypass for winterization purposes, because the water pump, probably can't see it, but the water pump's down there. And when you're going to winterize, you want to run antifreeze through the system. So you'd simply switch this valve to bypass the tank, and then you'd simply dip this into a bottle of antifreeze and turn on the pump and let the pump antifreeze throughout the water system. Simple as that. All right, so yeah, you can, if you plan to spend a lot of time off grid, you can add extra solar panels and extra batteries, and you can, like I said, you can have up to 3 batteries. This is the breaker box, so that's where your breakers and fuses will be for all the electrical systems in the camper. Of course, we got a CO propane and carbon monoxide detector, because those gases, propane sinks. So if you have a propane leak, it'll alert you to that with a loud bell. Of course, smoke detector while we're on the topic. And let's talk about the convenience center here, control center. Okay, so let's see, we've got living room lights here. And these lights, these interior lights are all LED as well, so they don't use a lot of power. They're very bright. We've got porch lights. So the cool thing about this, you turn the porch light on, located right there, it's motion sensing. So it'll go off after a few minutes, and then once it senses any motion, it comes right back on. So that's kind of cool. As long as you leave it on, it'll motion sense. All right, so then we have the awning lights, and those will turn on those LEDs. I doubt, well, you're probably not going to see them anyway, but at night, trust me, they are bright. Awning light. This is the awning extend and retract, and turn off the living room lights there. This is the water pump, so that'll turn the water pump on and off, and it'll run on 12 volts. So if you're out in the, if you're off grid, you'll have and you have water in the tank. It's a good idea not to run the pump without water because it can overheat. But if you got water in the tank, turn the pump on, you'll have running water. This is going to indicate our battery level. This is our fresh tank. I of course drained all the water. Black tank. I drained the black tank in the most unconventional way, and the gray tank. So let's see what else we got. I think that takes us to the grand finale here, which is the wet bath. And again, I'm just amazed. It's got a really cool skylight there. I'm just amazed how much room they did a great job of engineering this particular model. They managed to pack a lot of things into a small space, and it still feels roomy. So of course you got your foot flush toilet, Thetford foot flush toilet. Say that 10 times fast. So yeah, you got a flush pedal there. You got, of course, your shower, and it's a wet bath, you know, so you're going to kind of shower with the toilet. Just close the door, draw the curtains, and off you go. Got the shower head. So this is on, off, so you can turn it on and off here. You don't have to, that way, you know, you can just rinse off, soap up, or re-soap up, and then, you know, rinse soap off and call it good. Showering in an RV is not quite like it is at home, but you can get the job done. I've showered I've owned several other truck campers with wet baths, and you can get it done. And this is cool too, this feature. It's a magnetic latch, so the door stays closed while you're going down the road. All right, I will see you back outside. Stay tuned. All right, while we're out here, I wanted to go ahead and do a quick walk around on the truck. So this is like I said before, this is a 2020 F250. Couple of things I chose intentionally. Of course, I wanted a 3/4 ton, and I chose the XL package. It goes XL, XLT, Lariat, and then I believe it's King Ranch, and then Platinum. But with each upgrade in trim levels, you acquire more options. So, you know, like sliding rear windows, for example. Like a buddy of mine's truck even has seat massagers. But one thing to keep in mind is that those all contribute to the weight, the weight of the truck. And what that's going to do is it's going to subtract from the payload capacity of the truck. So I wanted to maximize my payload because I knew I'd be carrying a camper eventually. And you can see inside here, there's plenty, even with the XL package, there's plenty of bells and whistles. And one thing that's really cool is upfitter switches, where if you want to mount, they don't do anything right now. They're not wired to anything yet. But if you wanted to mount a winch or maybe a light bar, something like that, all those cool off-road accessories, you can control those from here. They're pre-wired down to a relay box, a bus bar, and under the hood there. And yeah, you can attach a bunch of accessories. So they're kind of cool. But anyway, got, of course, 4-wheel drive, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. And then if you pull this knob out, you can lock the electronic locking differentials if you're really in a bind or trying to pull somebody out. Of course, it came with the trailer brake controller, which is really cool. So you don't have to get the aftermarket one. So, and it's also got an inverter here. So you got 12 volt cigarette lighter style. Then you got 110 volt, 400 watt, 3-prong plug there. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I went with the XL because it had everything I wanted. And I like the rubber floors because I want to be able to get in and out, with dirty feet, dirty boots or whatever when you're up camping, off-roading, and just be able to kind of wipe them down if need be. Then of course I wanted the super cab. I like the crew cab, but again, the crew cab takes about 400 pounds off of the total payload capacity of the truck. So that's something to keep in mind. So I thought a good compromise would be the super cab, which I think is a good look. And I like the short wheelbase with the super cab short bed. I think it's a good look. Short wheelbase is good for off-road too, of course. And actually there's plenty of room in the back seat here. I've ridden back there. No, it's pretty, no big deal. Very comfortable. All right, and then let's talk about the powertrain for a sec. Okay, so I went with the 6.2 liter. So Ford offers a variety of engines. The 7.3 pushrod engine, the 6.2, and then of course the monstrous 6.7 liter diesel engine. Now don't get me wrong, I think the diesel's cool. It comes in at about 430 horsepower and about 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, you're pulling your house off the foundation kind of thing, right? But the thing about the diesel, as cool as I think it is that it adds about $12,000 to the sticker price, which, okay, I get it, that's cool. But it also takes away about 800 pounds worth of payload on the truck because it's a heavier engine. So you have to think and we're gonna, again, on one of my series, Tech Talk series that I kind of just came up with, we're going to talk about matching the camper with the truck. We're going to talk about center of gravity. We're going to talk about axle weight range. We're going to talk about gross vehicle weight range. That's coming up here in the next couple of videos. So yeah, stay tuned for those. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted is the F x4 off-road package. It's just a fancy name for the off-road package, F x 4. I've been told it stands for Ford, or I don't know, stand for anything, I guess. But anyway, it just includes some skid plates, upgraded shocks, and one other thing I wanted was the camper package. So this truck actually has the off-road package, the Ford off-road package, as well as the camper package. So with the camper package, you get the stabilizer bar in the rear, and you get camper certification, slide-in camper certification. So this truck was intended to carry a camper. So there you have it. I got to tell you though, I'm very happy with the 6.2 liter, and it's backed by a 6-speed transmission, automatic transmission. But it really, I can tell the camper's back there going down the road, but man, it really pulls good. It pulls very well on hills. Just getting started off stoplights, it doesn't lug at all. I'm very happy with it. Well, thanks for tuning in. Please take a moment and give me a thumbs up if it seems like I knew what I was talking about, and go ahead and hit subscribe, and we'll be back with you soon. Stay tuned for future videos. They're coming out soon, and yeah, I'm going to start my series Tech Talk. Yeah, we talk about all kinds of cool stuff. So stay tuned. Thanks again, and I'll see you down the road.